Good evening there, everybody. Silver Dragon here. Going to be doing my weekly, or I should say, well, yeah, weekly Masterwork Dwarf Fortress episode. I had just realized pretty much as it was Thursday now, basically it is now Thursday, that I had missed today's or yesterday's episode, my typical Wednesday stream of this, because I've been working so much lately. I just completely forgot about it. So hopefully now, even though it's going to be late, I am staying up later just so I can get this done. Anyway, now we will see exactly what I'm going to be able to do here, as we do have quite a few issues as we have seen before. And let me quickly adjust this as well. I always forget to slightly adjust the brightness here because the XSplit for some reason decides it wants to darken everything. But that should be good. That should be plenty. Anyway, enough of that. So I have issues. I have lots and lots of issues. I have a lot of idle dwarves that are just sitting around not doing a heck of a lot. And I really need to fix that issue. Now, one person also asked to be named the Hammer Dwarf, as it were. If I even have a Hammer Dwarf. I have one, but he's a level 1 novice. Tath is a proficient Hammer Dwarf, and he's not a child, so I will give you that one. Now, for some reason the game was creating backup autosaves. I have since clicked it off, though maybe not for this one. So hopefully I'm not going back on a previous autosave and, getting some guys back that I may have lost otherwise. We'll have to see about that. And now you can see, even though the background is just blaringly bright when I'm on the normal, as it were, when I actually turn it up, whites become so bright, it's just crazy. I don't know why everything else is so dark when the whites are popping out like crazy, but yeah, what can you do, eh? Anyway, let me get this guy named properly. Set nickname. Creamcasters, congratulations, you are the proud owner of a Hammer Dwarf. Good luck to you, mate. I still have one more that's currently a child, but that's most unfortunate. We have a bunch of these guys who just joined in. No, this is definitely the right one, I think. And they are generally, it seems, useless to me. One's glassmaking, so I'll probably keep him as is. Because I do need a good glassmaker to start building some stuff and getting that working. But as for the rest of them, I will see about assigning them to other tasks. Herbalist. Dumping items. So really, these guys don't really have much of an interesting... prepare raw fish. Yeah, interesting jobs. Basically, I'm going to start assigning a lot of guys to the military. I'm going to have a couple military squads going, training, create a giant barracks, and see what we can do from there. Clone Trooper is a talented swords dwarf. I will add in my buddy here as the new head of the military squads. If I can locate you, friend. There you are. Congratulations, you are the new head of the military squad. Alright. Bunch of random people I probably didn't need are now assigned to this squad. Whether or not they're the guys I'm looking at or not, I don't really know. But I'm going to start assigning other guys. You know what? I should probably have one good guy for each squad, just so I can, not have all my eggs in one basket, as it were, in that sense anymore. We need to have more different guys. Okay, where are you at? Corroded? No, it wasn't corroded. It was Clone Trooper. That's the one I'm looking for. Clone Trooper. The Mason. Make him my new militia captain. Let's go military. Create a squad of metal armored dudes with you as the leaders. Okay, now let's open up my therapist here and start naming off useless ones. Child. Sick nickname. I'm just gonna go M2. Kind of military, number 2, and then their actual name for that. Make sure they're not a child or anything. Nickname. Not being any fancy about it or nothing. Weapon savant, he's staying as is. Ranger. Pretty sure he's assigned to the range squad in that sense. Then leather worker. Tanning, leatherworking, I'll let you stay. He is an armorer, but he's not that great at it. I think I have better armorers. M24. Him I need. Farmer. M25. M26. M27. I'll go through here again and make sure I'm not naming any archers to be in this squad. I don't want to take all the Fisher Dwarves either. And that's all of them. Alright, commit changes. I'm going to go military now, make sure none of the archers have been named. However, I will be assigning all of these guys to the range squad. Even if they have just some basic skill. S1. I don't know what they are doing. S1 and S2. I'm seeing that Squad 1 and Squad 2. Kanok. No, it looks like none of the range guys have been named for that. It's good. Alright, what do you have for skills, my friend? Not a lot. Range 4. This guy doesn't have much. He's a siege operator. Cheese making, weaver, cook. Bookkeeper. Alright, that adds at least a couple to it. What do? High Master Clother, Spinner, and such? No, you can't be in the squads. How about you, my friend? Master Bowyer. Law Dwarf weak. No, you can be in that squad. Alright, let's go to labors now and make sure that a lot of these range guys aren't really important. No, they're good. We're good on that regard. Okay, so now I can go in here and I can start assigning these guys properly. M22, M23, M24. I guess I have to redo that. Oh, great. Where is it? Where are you? I wasn't sure if I was doing that out of order. Now I know I was. I hate out of order. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I just need M28 and then M29. Unless I missed 8 by mistake for some reason, which is entirely possible. S1. Yeah, I don't know exactly what they entail. Yeah, I must not have made an M28. In that case, just 9. Oh well, that's alright. I suppose I can add them into here. Alright, let me make an M28 then quickly. Load this back up. See what other useless bugger I can find here. Peasant. It's a nickname. No skills whatsoever. Military. I will now find my M28. And he is completely and utterly useless. Alright, so I have, that's 2 militaries now. That should be completely full. Now, I have to find the guys I just renamed here. And name them again. Here we go. Because I have more than one ranged now in that sense. 2, 3. No, that's it. Alright. R2. Okay, he's already on here then. Range 6, however, is not. Let me add him on there. Alright. And that should be all of them, I guess. Even though I'm missing R3 for some reason. I don't know where he disappeared to. Oh, there you are. There we go. So that's all I have for those squads. Alright, let me go into the schedules now and make sure I have full squads for each of these. I do. Okay, so schedule. Curing wins. Actually, that's already set up properly for them, I think. Let me go to position. Positions. The hateful organs is the one I'm looking for. Okay. Yeah, hateful organs is correct. The rest of them are not. So we go new schedule. We want to train and train everybody with a minimum of 10 soldiers training. Shift enter. Copy that. And we'll add it to the last one, the menacing partners. I like that. And at the moment, we don't really have much of a place for them all to train properly. They'll all be crammed in one tiny ass room. But I'll have to see what I can do for them. I'm going to quickly get some guys to start setting this thing up, and as well as doing some other things. And hope that will reduce my lazy louts count, as it were. Okay, first things first, I need a door here. For which I require a door. For which I require somebody to build me a door. Alright, so I'll let them do that. Hopefully they'll get that done. We'll see what happens. Alright. Expedition outfitters, no, everything else is pretty good right now. Ah, man. It's funny, I don't have much choice here. If I dig out the sand, it will immediately either turn into cave moss, or if exposed to the air, it'll turn into, what's it called? Into cave moss. Or cave moss and grass. Cave moss and grass. There we go. Blah. I don't even know where my brain's at. Well, it's late. It's to be expected in that sense. Alright. That's going to be their barracks, and this is going to be their new training area. I'm going to set up some multiple multiple armories in here and let them train at it. See what they get done. Let's let them go right now. Active training. Alright, there we go. And let me currently set this as the place for them all to train, or for them to train properly. Alright. Train. Good enough. Alright, now I don't necessarily care what weapons they use right now, but eventually I am going to need to change it, basically. What do we got here? Clay. Ah, lovely. Okay, what kind of armor stands and weapon stands do we have here? There we go. So those are set up. Alright, I'll let them get that built. I would like to get some floors built there too. Now, I currently have 10 idlers. Quite a few of them are right here too, so let me... Okay, those guys are kids, that's explainable in that sense. Okay, you are also idle, so I'll give you that. Oh, that's Clone Trooper, never mind, he's gonna be working. These two are idle, they're kids. Too many kids, man, too many kids. Alright, I would like to enable that. Oh, wait, no, he's my stone detailer. Never mind. What are you doing that you're assigned nothing else? Oh, you're my mechanic as well. No, I can't give you that job then. You're a fish dissector. You can also help with the fields. And you're also a child. Dear God, I have way too many children. Way too many children. Why won't they just die? Because I haven't fed them into the fire pit yet. But that'll be eventually, you know, soon. One day. One day. Alright, let's need to remove that. We go down here. Build furnace. What else do I have here for furnaces? Magma glass furnace is what I need to make. Let's designate a channel to be dug right there. And I'll have them go take care of that. Still have not gotten that door yet, but that's okay. Idlers have been reduced, that's the good thing. Iron. There we go. Make more iron piercing bolts. It's finally coming down here to dig that. Build furnace. Glass furnace. Gabbro. Really don't care much of what you make it out of, my friend, as long as you make it. We have you mine these little bits here of rubies. Alright. Ooh, hello. I'll make you mine that too. Got some gold here, although it looks like gold. Now my issue right now is I really don't want them digging out pretty much anything, to be honest with you. Because I don't have a military anymore, really. My military is gone. Or what was my military is gone. And I basically need to build it back up from scratch. And that's not just a little bit of scratch, that's complete scratch pretty much. So I'm just gonna have to hope and pray and see what I can get done, to be honest. Alright. Train, train. There we go. So they'll train in each of the rooms now, hopefully. We'll see about getting some additional beds there as well, increasing the size of the bedroom here. Because that's basically where they're all going to be living right now, is that bedroom. Animals grown to become a booze-bellied goat. Good for that. Alright. What the heck? What was that? Oh, Mastiff puppy. We don't have enough spawns of some variety. Well, that is unfortunate, but there's not much I can do about that. Gem anvils, gem blocks, set of armor. Create sets of tough leather armor. Ashery. Potash from lye. Okay, clothes workshop, storage unit still is unable to make that. Machine factory is as it is. There ain't no change in that. Metalsmith's forge, I'm not gonna ask for anything right now. Let's see. Get some more rock crafts. Can always use more rock pots. Okay, what do we have here? So we have quite a few rock pots right now. Wooden buckets. Oh yeah, I have quite a few rock pots actually. That's alright. Okay. Should be good. Needs plump helmet spawn. Good for you. Thanks for reminding me about that every 2 seconds. I appreciate it. Make plate boots. Requires boots. Alright, I'll make plate boots and helm, and hopefully someone nice will get it. Don't really care much on that sense, but that's alright. Alright. Wow, they already mined out everything I told them to. Damn, well then again, all I'm really telling them to mine right now is gems. Because that's the safest thing I can tell them to mine right now, basically. Alright, that's pretty much it for here. Ooh, let's have you guys mine this out as well. I'm at it. And that's pretty much it. Alright. So, I don't really have that many glorious plans anymore now because most of them have, you know, been turned to complete and utter failure on my last episode, unfortunately. At this point, it's mostly just a recovery thing, trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna get back from this. Dragon Raptors, I did put all those new animals away. A bunch of goat kids, mastiffs and all that. Let's see, where's my farmer at? There we go. So I'll have him milk a bunch of stuff there, and then make some cheese from it. After he's done that, we get another farmer's workshop up here as well. If I can find the damn thing, there it is. Yes, build it using the Colosseum blueprint I spent a fortune for. That's a brilliant idea. We should do it. But no. No, not gonna happen. Sir Maril, handling dangerous creature. I can understand that. I'm not really going to build this, but I just want to see what I have here. Great Magma Forge, Magma Runesmith, Creative Steel Bars. Okay, what do I need for that? 4 fire-safe steel anvils. Okay, let me check my stocks for anvils and see what I actually have for that. None. I have 4 blood steel anvils and 1 iron anvil. So I guess we don't really have a lot for that, do we? Alright, let's go take a look at furniture, I guess, for that. Steel. No, it's not in furniture. Other objects, gotta be. Alright, steel anvil, there we go. Hopefully they'll actually make the thing, but I really am not sure. Let me actually check and see what my current bar stocks are. Probably very low right now for steel. Yeah, 2 steel bars basically is what I have. Pardon. 5 pig iron. 67 slag bars, of course. Pretty sure he's going to instantly reject all those. Good, he's making all the potash I required of him. We designate some additional trees to be chopped down, so they'll be able to keep working on that. Alright. Unsuspend it then.
I can't do it.
That's alright. So at least now I know what you suspended. That's the thing that matters.
I can't do that there.
Alright then, I'll have to wait a while before I make you do that, because apparently you're like to screw with me, you wankas. Alright. Construction of farmer's workshop. Man, I could cover this place in chairs, but not tables. Okay. Now let's build this door down here. Basically, this is to keep anyone from thinking, oh, hey, I'm going to go get this pick right here. I'm going to go collect this lovely pick. It's just sitting there. No one's going to claim it. I'm going to go claim that pick. And then dying a horrible, horrible death. So I really don't want that to happen. If at all possible. Clother's workshop. Let's make a bunch of cloth bags, please and thank you. Alright. Let me quickly designate a portion of this to be sand collection. Alright. And I will have him do nothing but collect sand for the next while. Once he has collected quite a bit of sand, I will tell him to make glass with it. Then we'll see about making some glass bolts or something. And I'll have them train with that as well, as an addition to wooden bolts. Speaking of which, let's take a look and see what my actual stocks are for wooden bolts. Ammunition. 600 wooden bolts. Alright. Oh, what's this? Human caravan has arrived. Oh, interesting. So we got some humans. Let's move some goods to the depot. What goods we have, which is not a lot, to be honest with you. I really don't think I've been creating many crafts. Alright, let me check out my jeweler's workshop, though. Make sure he's actually working still. He wasn't, but I will fix that. Okay, I'll have him cut all these gems. And then later, I'll have him actually make shit with it. We did get some anthracite, so I'll have him make some more coke from that. If he will. Now, they're not making the steel anvils. This could be because, more than likely, I don't have a proper guy assigned to it. So I don't have a proper metalsmith right now, is my more than probably accurate guess. No, I do have one metal crafter right now. He's level 1 and level 13. So no, actually, surprisingly enough, I have every single job enabled. So come hell or high water, somebody, somehow, some way, should eventually get over there to make it. Now, I'm not 100% sure what it requires, or how much steel is required to make a steel anvil. But that is why it's a good thing to have the wiki open, because then you can find out those little details. Alright. Requires 3 bars of metal per anvil. So that's part of my issue there. We don't have enough metal at all. Let's see here. White storks. Pretty good on wild animals right now, so we don't really have any issues yet. I wouldn't be surprised if I got invaders eventually, though. Let's let them offload their goods still here. Still got one more caravan to offload. And then we'll see what kind of goods they have. Berserk Master Sneak is no longer Berserk. Let's hope that they slaughter them there. Alright, they should start setting up here again pretty quickly. Hostile. Don't have to worry much about that. That's one down. Good, hopefully they keep slaughtering them like that. Who the heck are you? Alright, get back there, man. Gotta finish setting up so I can trade with you. Properly. Wait, who's fighting what now? Okay, good, they are sparring. I was worried about that for a second. Alright, trade. Let's see what they got here for me. Cotton fiber trousers, which are worth a fortune. So, frack, yes, I will trade those. Gold crown. A lot of gold. Very expensive schist rings there. Dear Lord, that put my cash way up there. Alright, let's see about buying some things. Obviously, they have a lot of wood. And more importantly, it's a lot of very cheap wood, so I'll buy all of it. Oh yeah, buying that cheap wood. Yeah, no. Interpret it how you will. How you will. My God, they have a lot of wood. Cough. Anyway. But dear, seriously, they would have had to deforest a hell of an area to get this much. That's good for me, I guess, though. I'll buy some cheap ropes. What do you got here? Violins, trumpets, toys, things I don't care about in the least. Wine, on the other hand, I care for in an extreme amount. So I will buy loads of you. I'll even buy some buckets. Or not buckets, barrels. Why am I wasting money on barrels? Because you know what? I can, and you never know. Alright, here's a bunch of stuff I won't need. Because it's expensive for one, but also... excuse me. It's, okay, I want to buy those. I kind of want to buy those seeds. Yeah, let's buy them. Sandbags. Silk, I'll buy that. Excuse me. Cloth bins. Let's buy that. Not just for the whole getting the cloth thing, but also for getting the bin that comes with it. Rare silks. I'll take all the expensive ones, as well as some leather. Let's see. No. Alright, so I got enough cloth to last me a lifetime now. Silk cloth, nice. I'll take that. Rare silk, I'll take all that. Ooh, that's a lot of rare silk in that one. Just because I have the cash for it, I'm like, buy it all. Buy all the good shit. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's get going now. Alright, Hoff Scepter, or Hoof Scepter, whatever the hell that is. Steel Cannonball, Steel Bullets. Tempting, actually. Hoof Earring. Oh, Steel Anvils, yes, I do want those. I definitely want those, because that'll seriously cut down on what I need. So I only need 2 Steel Anvils now, so 6 bars. And I definitely need all of the food you guys brought. I will trade you in an excess amount for the glorious food you bring. And I'll take it all. Because I am in a bit of a shortage of food still, even. Which is why I'm turning to making potash now. To try and boost my productivity in that regard. I'll buy all the thread and yarn and such. Backpacks. I'll buy that and cheap quivers. And not so cheap quivers. I'll even buy all the cheese as well. Even though I'm making cheese myself. Same thing for some of these crutches and splints. Well, not that expensive splint though. Alright. Steel pot, steel pouch. No, that's good. I'll give you 6,000 profit. Well, you know what? Yeah, just to mitigate, let me try and give you 3,000 profit. Oh, hell no, I'm not giving you that schist figurine of RTN. See if I can locate that. It's not happening, my friend. I'm keeping that schist figurine. That sounds awesome. Alright. That should be good. Thank you for your business. I agree. Thank you for your business. However, I will also purchase these steel bars from you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright. So now we have a lot of stuff we traded from them that we'll be able to haul ass into here. Now, I need to go down here quickly and cancel 2 of those steel anvils. And I should now have the steel required to make the remaining, I should say. Now, why you're here, apparently you're going to archery practice. Well, this is a little bit of a long shot from your archery practice range, my buddy. Just saying. I guess you're trying to gather bolts here, is my guess. No, military. Ammunition. That's not ammunition. F is ammunition. Now, hunters. I'm basically going to remove everything from the hunters. I do not want them hunting. I do not want them using any ammunition. But as you can see, I did have them assigned bolts, but they didn't actually get them because somebody else had already taken them, and the rest were forbidden because of that. I had a lot more than 20 steel bolts. I'll tell you that much. I had a lot more. I had at least, I would say, 100 steel bolts. I don't know where they all went. I'm assuming Final Gentleman took them and decided to play with them. I really am not sure. But, yeah. Anyway. Let me go into the other craft dwarfs workshops here. Wood. And just spam it with bulls. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Cancels, make potash, needs ash. Okay, some zombies, I should say. Well, not zombies. Some dwarves are starting to rise to haunt the fortress, and that's not acceptable, so let's get them buried if at all possible. Alright, let's get what burial receptacles I have. And put them in here. Okay, that's what I got right now. So let's get them put into place, and then we will set them up and hope that will take care of most of the dwarves that died. There was a lot of them. And I definitely apologize to all those who had named dwarves that died another horrible, horrible death. But, welcome to my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play. That's pretty much what happens to everybody, one way or another. So yeah, remember, if you want to be named, especially if you want to be named in the military, you are going to die a horrible, horrible death. Yeah, no party. No parties. Bad dwarves. Now, I'm going to try again at winter to try and seal off that river. I might only be able to seal off a single portion of it or something. We'll see. But if I can seal it one portion at a time every winter, eventually I'll have it cut off. Again, I'll have to unseal it one portion at a time during winter, which is going to be a pain in the ass. But we'll see what I can accomplish, really, to be honest with you. I don't know. Other than that, it's going to be incredibly difficult. I'll have to have the miners there immediately, give them masonry, and let them do the job as well. That's basically the only way I can think to do it. Oh, who died? Why did they die? Oh, I see. He starved to death. I don't know why he was in there. I must not have assigned him properly. Alright, where's my butcher? Where's my butcher? Butcher dead animal. Is there anything else hanging in here? Couple chickens, rooster. Turkey, hen. Other than that, it doesn't really matter as much. The lamb will eventually. He will starve to death. Alright, let me see about assigning the rest of these turkeys in here. Excuse me. The hen has to go in there. Hawk, I'll assign you as well. Turkey, hen. Alright then. That should be sufficient for now. Now, let me go down into here as well. Grind meat. And just keep on brewing, my friend. Keep that delicious brew flowing. Okay, now we have 187 drink, which isn't enough by a long shot. More than enough food stores. So let me go down into the actual kitchens here, which is here. Did I assign that already? I did not. That's a kitchen, though. Build. It's also on the wrong side. That's alright, I guess. Workshop. Still. And of course, as always, build it out of, if I can find it, slag bars. There we go. So when they build that, I'm going to have them also start brewing that beer. And see what we can do with the rest of it. Magma glass forge. I see that only works on clear glass. Let's see. No, green glass. Here we go. Green glass mauls, great hammers, all kinds of stuff. Alright. I'll see if he wants to make some raw green glass after that. This guy is clearly having issues getting to his archery practice. Clearly. Needs empty bag. Well, good for you then. You don't have an empty bag anymore. Or don't have any non-filled bags, I guess is what I'm looking for there. Kitty cat has been put to rest. Goodbye, kitty cat. It's a damn shame you died. I cry on the inside for you. But only on the inside. Anyway. Check the unit list. Check out the area. Blood goat. Goblin man. Well, he's a wild animal. Okay. Pardon me. Uh-oh. He's been taken by a mood. He's been possessed. Crap. It's not as good. Took the Mace's workshop. Alright, let's get some additional walls here kind of built. To just kind of slide this out a bit. Alright. There we go. I'm also going to place traps in this like you wouldn't believe. Alright, so when I get the chance, I'm going to add the miners to a burrow up here so that they're ready. I'm going to give them masonry. I'm going to have them dig out. Let me pause this. Right above this. So dig out like right here. This 2x2 area quickly. Then I'll have them build the wall here. And hopefully they get built quick. Because any issues, and well, I think I'll only have my lessers enabled at that point because I don't want to risk the good guys, to be honest, for that. Or at the very least, I'll only enable the lessers for masonry, or maybe I'll get some other guys there for masonry. We'll see what happens. But yeah, regardless, we'll try everything we can here at this point to see if we can get somebody there to do that. Because we really do want this to work. We want this to survive and prosper. And I really want to get that waterfall trap made because it just sounded like a really cool mega trap idea. But all my attempts to block this river have been met with absolute failure. Yeah, it's terrible. Handling dangerous creature. I suppose I could make it so that it pumped out a lot of water. That might slow down the flow enough, but it's debatable. It's debatable. Basically, what I would do is, pardon me, I would build a platform here if I could. I'm not sure if it would work on a floor that I built. And I'd build a bunch of screw pumps here, powered by our powered by our guys. I would have them pump the water from here back into the river. Hopefully that would not push them in the river or cause anything bad to happen, but would drain enough of the water away to allow me to deal with the issue of getting this place shut down. That's debatable. I doubt it could do it, and I doubt it could work fast enough for that, even if I had 3 of them, or not even, yeah, 3 of them hooked up to here, and then 3 more here or something. I doubt it would be enough. I don't know. I might try that as an alternative. I mean, I might just keep going from alternative to alternative throughout the years to see what will work eventually. If you guys have any suggestions, definitely feel free to give them a shout out. I will see what I can do with them. Alright. Clearly my woodcrafter is either dead or gone. Or not doing his job. I don't know which, but I gotta figure it out. He is alive, but not doing his job. Because he's dumping shit. That'd be why. Alright then. Now, forge retrieves anvil used to build it. Weird, weird. For some reason, no one is coming to build this, and I'm not sure why. Let me do this if that's not working well for me. I'm going to globally enable everything here. Make sure his hauling is ticked off, especially him, and then commit. And hopefully that will allow him to finally get down here and start building that. Make sure that's just training. Yeah, the recruits are sparring. That's good. Oh my god, no! No! It's worse! Why? Stop having babies! How dare you have babies! No, anyway. Okay, he's beginning his mysterious construction. Oh my god, seriously. Seriously. Stop having babies, or I will throw all of them into a room and fill that room with lava. Not even screwing around here. I will seriously build a room, fill it with lava, with babies inside. Just because you're annoying the frack out of me, my friends. So don't do it. Do not do it. Alright, let me build a storage here. Now, there is no glass storage, but I believe bars and blocks probably has a glass side to it as well. So let me check here. Settings. Other materials. Here we go. So I'll make this a glass one. So all that gets stored there. Wait, let me check my settings. There we go. All I got stored there is glass. Excuse me. What are you doing there, my friend? Oh. Let's see. Merchants will be leaving soon. A couple of girls were born. That's pretty much it right now. Nothing else of massive import is being reported. Let's cancel that. Alright. Might have to do that. But it wouldn't make it out of the steel I require. And that is an issue. Alright, let's see if somebody's getting to build this thing yet. Finally they are. Okay, good. So we'll start being able to see some results from that soon. Add new task. Let's take a look on here. Now, none of these have been made. There may be a reason for that. I'm assuming my good gem cutter is dead. That would be inaccurate. He is just not toggled properly. And let me disable the crappy one because I really don't want any kind of crappy gems being made at all. That would be sacrilege. Alright, let's see what we got here. I definitely want to make another fishing pond. Build, workshop, fishery. I should also build an architect study and a, let me go down here. I know what I'm going to do here. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's have my miners expand this to about here. There we go. That'll give my miners something to do finally. They've been kind of lazing around a lot, drinking a lot of beer, talking about the good old days when they used to mine out giant epic rooms and make them shiny. With those days, unfortunately, over. He made a hematite millstone. Now this is a good thing. It's an iron millstone, but more importantly, it's an object that can be used, and the people will love that they're using it, and also that it's around. That's something I would like to put to work at some point. Let's see what it's worth. It's worth 56k. Damn, not bad. I'll craft strip with the highest qualities, encrusted with round hematite capricorns and rose-cut, clear-cut zircons, decorated with wool, encircled with bands of silk. Object messes with spikes of hematite. Cool. All right. Excuse me. What was I doing there? There was something I was thinking, something I was doing, but I can't remember it. Oh yes. I forgot to make sure this was being engraved. And it wasn't. So now all this stuff that got smoothed out is going to be engraved, and this will hopefully become a legendary dining hall. There we go. Engraved masterpiece, Sir Morel. Keep doing it, my friend. Goodbye, caravan of humans. Bye. I'll miss you. Wow, look at him go. What a pro. Engraved masterpiece. That is why he is the only engraver and will stay the only engraver. Because he is crafting a lot of masterpieces. And if he keeps that up, he will be making a legendary dining hall. Which is why you want them to smooth out a lot of stuff first. You want to designate one, maybe two guys to do that job. And then have it specifically set up so that they will... Actually, let me build some traps here quickly. Cage trap. There we go. So we have 2 lines of cage traps there. Oh my lord almighty, no. No! Why, you bastards? How could you? Now, what I'm basically going to do is... Well, first I need to figure out the actual schematic. Well, not the schematics, the... Oh, here we go. Now I know exactly how big I need to make this thing. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6. 12 by... Maybe 11? Let's see here, make sure. Oh, damn, I skipped again. Yeah, 11. No, it's 11 by 11. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is... I'm going to find a place like right here. This will do. Alright. Now, let's see. So either way, it's going to be off by 1 for this thing. Roughly. Okay. Alright. It's already... Wow, that's actually perfect. Whether I connect this up or not depends on if the size is correct. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the Colosseum underground in this chamber. A creature will get summoned inside of it, whether it's a Colossus or something else, and would then proceed, as would anything else, to engage and kill my guys. Now, what's going to happen is I will summon this kind of Colossus. I will make it so that my guys are using wooden arrows, and then I will send them down here to fight it. Through the walls, they will be shooting it. I may have to sacrifice someone for this, depending on how fast the thing is summoned, and then close a gate. We'll see. I'll go like this as well, so that it's... I have an entire little corridor there at the very least where I can separate this guy from us. Alright, let's resume. I'll let them get to work on that. That's good. He's making green glass. Make sure it's working. It is working good. Because now I can make green glass stuff. Obviously, a glass helmet is not going to be very effective. Especially if you bring any blunt objects into the fight. Alright, let's go up to my carpenter. Start building some cages. Let's remove this one. Remove that mason's workshop. And let me go down here now. They didn't remove all of it, but they removed a lot of it. Build workshop. Let's get an architect study. A researcher. Pretty much everything I haven't actually gotten already. And get it built. Iridium wafers. Pig iron bars. I was hoping to find the crap shit, or the crap ores, but that'll have to do. Research a study. Schist. What else? Toxist. 2 empty jugs, a mortar, and a pestle. Alright, let me go on to my thing here. Rock, jug, pestle, and mortar. Alright, build workshop. What else haven't I got yet? Let's go archaeologist. Okay. Make it on marble blocks. Wool bags. I also want to make an apothecus. Requires 3 cabinets. Let's go to the carpenter's workshop that I have down here. And I need those cabinets made. Wooden cabinets, sure thing. Build workshop. So basically all the stuff I don't already have, I'm now making. A boneyard requires 2 totems, which I do not possess. I'm not interested in the brewery right now, or the sawmill timber yard. A thatchery, on the other hand, I am kind of interested in. A little bit. I'd like to build it, but unfortunately there's no space right now. So I'll let them keep digging out the stuff they need to dig out, and let the rest of them do what they will. They're sparring again. Good thing. Keep it up, mates. I want to see you all doing that stuff all the time. See how they're progressing on this, my little project here. Oh, they found some stuff, some interesting stuff. Unfortunately, I will not mine that out because I need to make sure everything can be smoothed and dealt with. Okay, so the carpenter's workshop. Wait, did I make a carpenter's workshop by mistake? And a still? What? At least that was correct. So I fucked that up somehow. I don't even know how I fracked that up so badly, to be honest with you. Alright, researches is capital C. And apothecarius requires 3 cabinets. Alright, I'll let them proceed for the moment. Oh yes, I forgot to set this to be brewed. Good luck, teammates.
Can't do that there.
I figured you would. There we go. There we go. So make the cheese. He'll make the cheese. Alright, let me remove this. Remove from stockpile. Or remove, not remove from stockpile, but remove stockpile entirely, I should say. And I'll have them remove that so they can start hauling all those food items down below where they belong. Okay, collecting oysters and turtles and such. I really do need to make more than one of those ponds. Suspended, requires masonry. Should get trapped in there. Samarilla keeps engraving masterpieces. All in all, we're doing pretty well now. We're getting quite a bit done, which is a good thing.
Baby's been born.
Oh my god! No more babies! Oh shit. Luckily, it's just a stone elemental, so move all of my dwarves down here. Oh, no, what is that actually? What is that ore? Tetrahedrite's copper. Alright, so it should be alright. They should be able to kill a simple copper elemental, I hope. I hope!
It won't work.
We'll see. Okay. Apparently that metal wraith came back to life up there. Or back to life, I should say. Okay. Alright, you guys can go now. Seems like there's nothing going to be happening here. Alright, build, workshop. Build the Colosseum. Let's see if it fits in here. It does. Alright, build the marble blocks. Aquamarine statue. Ha! No, let's not do that, actually. I don't want to build that. I don't want to build it out of that. Oh god, I did it again. Fuck me. There we go. Wooden cages. Colosseum blueprint. Okay, so I'm gonna get that built.
Another baby? Well, at least it's not an explosion of cats.
Alright, so I'll build this all the way up to here even. And have them dig that out. Hopefully we don't get another copper elemental coming in here. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anything could happen, to be honest. Alright. Now my time for today is pretty much up. And this is actually a pretty good spot to end this on, I would say. We've managed to recover from our hell, I will say. I will add that in there. We have so much crap right now that I don't even believe, man. Jeez. I am going to have to again massively expand this stockpile down here. Let's take a look at these new things we built, though. This one's almost done. We can identify found fossils and relics there, which is what we're currently doing. We'll see what that does. Next time, we'll find out. Hopefully it does something cool. Or I can be able to look that up in more detail and find out. Research and study. We can conduct random experiment on random plant. Make a soul container. I'm not sure what that'll do exactly. Open bag of loot. Conduct experiment on various things. Tome of life. Grimoire of death. Imbue soul. Hammer legend. Crossbow legend. So, if you manage to make a soul container and capture a soul in it somehow, I'm assuming, and imbue it with an ability, I'm assuming you can give it to somebody and make them a legendary in that sense. With the architect, you can actually copy blueprints or design them even, which requires a flask, a tool, and has a 15% chance, it looks like, it may be different for different blueprints, to produce the blueprint. 5% chance for disorienting smoke, 4% chance for blinding flash of light, 3 for intense heat, 2 for solid gas, 1 for intense heat as well, apparently. There's 2 of them. And 75% chance to give you a flask. Alright. So all in all, we got some really cool things being built here. I can now build additional workshops. So go workshop. That's E. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do capital X for the Toxist, which is not enough yet. We don't have what do we need to acquire for that yet, I should say. I want to build the Apothecus, which requires 3 cabinets. And still we don't have enough 3 cabinets. Basically, I'm going to build that Apothecus. Well, I would like to build him in the hospital, but we don't have enough room, so I'll have to fix that by expanding this enough for there to be enough room for it. So right here, that creates a space here just for the Apothecus. That is basically going to be a place that will help my... what the hell? Help my doctors make mass amounts of certain items for them. Who do we have in the hospital right now? Clone Trooper is actually in the hospital right now. And so is R2. What's his wounds? What is he sustaining from? His left foot is heavily damaged and he is currently dehydrated. In that case, I'm going to assign somebody. Some random dwarf who's not currently doing anything. Like this guy. Recovering wounded. Feed patients prisoners. And that's all he's going to do. So all I want you doing is feeding and taking care of the patients and prisoners. I hope you do it, because he's dehydrated right now. And I really don't want him freaking dying of dehydration. Don't you die on me, Clone Trooper. Don't you bloody die on me, man. I need you. I need you alive. Why won't you live? Why? Anyway. Yeah, the bucket's full. Someone just has to go down there, take it, and feed the guy. So hopefully he does it. But anyway, that's good for now. So objective-wise, next time we got to complete these cages. Winter is coming, as we say in the old, you know, Game of Thrones sense of things. Winter is coming, but it won't last long. So hopefully this time, this year, it lasts slightly longer than it did last time. I'll have to see about setting up a proper burial location here for my miners. Actually, I'm probably gonna do that. I'm gonna create a quick like zone here or other type area. What the hell it's called? A burrow, I guess. And I'm gonna assign the guy there. Make sure they stay there. The moment winter stops, I have to have him dig out this 4 tile quickly, 2 of them maybe, and then build the walls. ASAP, 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 ASAP. Like, go freaking go. Go Ghostbusters or something. I don't give a shit, but they have to get done. Alright. Other things I need to do. I need to, of course, let me go down to the bottom here. Work on the glass. See about getting some glass items. More likely arrows. As well as these iron arrows. Work on getting more steel and such now with all this. I gotta get the giant great magma forge built. I believe I have the steel anvils now to do that, so I'm not going to do it now, though. I need 15 fire-safe building blocks, so I need to assign them to build more building blocks. Make sure my rangers are properly training, and everyone is doing their thing and training properly. I may end up splitting up the military into smaller, like many more smaller squads to make sure they train better or something. Or I may just assign another squad for my next migration wave, which is no doubt going to happen the moment I don't want it. Other than that, I got to get the Colosseum built. I have to reinforce that area, get a proper gate and everything made. I need to see about getting another fish pond over here, designate the trees be chopped down, see what else I can get done for that, and otherwise just keep building and getting shit done. Alright, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. There was a much less fail this time, I have to say. I actually got quite lucky at times, so hopefully we can get a repeat of that on the morrow, as it were. Not on the morrow, but, you know, Sunday. And hopefully I'm actually around Sunday to do a proper freaking stream of it this time, because I forgot about yesterday. It's my bad. It's completely my bad, guys. I had streams going on and stuff, and I just completely forgot about it. It was Wednesday. So, yeah. look forward to it. I will also be getting my my Mountain Blade Warband stuff done again. As lately, all I've done is Dwarf Fortress. I've completely put off the Warband stuff, and I really do need to get back onto that. So I'll probably make a long episode next time for Warband. More than likely. Probably about an hour at least. Well, maybe not an hour. It'd be a little excessive. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But regardless, guys, thank you very much for watching. As per usual, if you want a dwarf named after you, just toss in the comments page. If you have any other comments, feel free to toss them in there. And, yep, hopefully I'll read those next time. So have a good one, everybody, and see you next time. Peace out.